How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Shadows Over Loathing. We're in the middle of the Mulros house's place, full of wormholes, and I'm just going around trying to figure out anything, how to navigate this hellhole. Yellowed newspapers tell the story of the Mulros family, and what story is that? 3 months ago, a meteorite struck this farmhouse at which resided Ammon and Nabby Mulros, their sons Gardner and little Honus, and the family dog Clifford. The Mulros' business greatly prospered immediately following this episode. So it was a good thing at first. A note is pinned directly above the crate, bringing it to the attention of anyone using the crate. Gardner, after your chores today, lock the bathroom door and melt down the key in the kitchen. It is unconscionable to me that any man by a Mulros should call this glorious house his home. The Mulroses left in such a hurry that they forgot their large collection of attic plates. Oh, so specific. Well, that was just a bunch of seemingly unavoidable falls. Like, that's exactly, I don't think I could have done anything about that. I can't jump into the, the day stand. Yes, I've dealt with that. Still just here. Nope, I didn't want to go in there. The meteorite still falling. Didn't affect that whatsoever. The ladder brought down to earth. I don't think there's anything else to interact with here. And if I go in, immediately chains together the next sequence of teleportations, which I don't want or need. There can't be that many more things around this house to be interacted with, so like, what am I specifically missing? I can't, it's broken, so I can't talk to any form of any sort of pound. Can't inspect the house. Don't know why there's a picture of a rock. Can't take the doll. There are only so many things to do here. Nightstand portal. You're the wrong place and ended up back here again. Pig, man, you got anything you want to tell me? Oh, the pot that a pig's in. You got a key in that pot? Casting your flashlight around the contours of the stuck pig, you spy something shiny in the obscure depths of the cast iron pot. Maybe that's a key. Now, how to remove a pig from a pot? Bribe him or just throw the pig out? The pig absolutely hoots and hollers as you hoist this pot above your head and tip it upside down. Did I never do this before? Because that's frustrating. Oh, maybe I had to read about the thing that it got burned up. The key got burned up in the kitchen, and then I knew to look. The pig drops from the pot but lands on all fours, as pigs will do after a fall from any height. You also shake a key from the pot, which you pocket, but the pig has scurried away into the cornfield well beyond pocketing range. A burned key spared from total annihilation by the grace of a pig in a pot. That'll do, pig. So that'll give me access to the locked door upstairs. Presumably, I don't think there are any other locked doors that I'm looking for or worried about at this juncture. So in I go, burnt up key. Now that I didn't mean to just walk just full sprint into a wormhole there. I didn't even like hesitate, just without any regard for myself whatsoever. This is so far away from where a couch should be, and a brand new bathtub. No Mulros ever got the chance to use it. Use it, not so fast. New bathtubs are like store-bought clothes. They should be washed before they're used. Well, wash it then. With what? An even larger bathtub that you'd have to get delivered new and itself unwashed? It's impossible. You need an even larger series of bathtubs. It's called Bath's Paradox. Roland Baths, the philosopher, he's only 13, but already had some interesting ideas about baths and tubs. Use the bathtub, but the paradox! I use it anyways. And it just is gone. Bath's Paradox. It completely destroyed it through a singular use. Through the doorway into a new room. The eldest child gets the bed with the pillow. The bookcase contains 1 copy of Marcus Aurelius and 39 more copies of Marcus Aurelius. You're surprised the bookcase even hasn't been pulled into the wormhole next to it. Where would it end up? There's a drawer, a letter taped to the desk, from the desk of Little Honus, a name that I've never heard outside of this game. If you are the outer spaceman who blessed this family with your meteor present, please know that we did not abandon it lightly. We will forever be grateful for the gift of your abundance, good spaceman. But our crops have grown, so too has our dog, Clifford. He is too large even for the house, and so we have decided as a family to find a new and bigger home. I hope you understand. I also hope you could send a letter for me that I did not have time to take to the post office. I have left it in my pillow. Thank you, spaceman. Best wishes, Little Honus. Alright then. I will search the pillow. The Mulros letter. Luckily, there's only 1 pillow to search, or you'd be here all day. If there's any more than 1. From the bed of Little Honus. Dear Mary, as I warned might happen at our last cornfield rendezvous, Clifford has finally become too big for the house. So like Clifford the big red dog. Rather than surrender him to the pound, we're all going to live in the ocean. Therefore, we must pause our relationship. I know it is not the first time you have heard this excuse from a suitor. This guy's 13, right, Little Honus? I hope this does not damage your capacity for trust. I have asked an outer spaceman to deliver you this letter. Oh no, the bathtub paradox guy was 13. Little Honus is still a child, though. If he gives you any trouble, I have left weapons in my Marcus Aurelius. Yours, Little Honus. Okay, well now we need to check the bookcase. Check the books. As Little Honus implied in his letter, one of the copies of Marcus Aurelius is hollowed out and conceals a weapon. It's a huge brick. It appears that all the books are hollowed out and contain huge bricks. Clear out the bricks. You remove the bricks from the books. Nice. Just a smaller than book size, a pile of smaller than book-sized bricks. And I can push the bookshelf now, which is the one thing I spoiled for myself, that you need to push the bookcase. So now that will be participating, falling into it blocked a hole there, but clearly still isn't the solution. So I did a thing that had value. I believe I tried to walk through the door in the front, and that was what sent me back around, so I'll poke around a little bit more. The sink is hopefully free of outer space nonsense, and the toilet sends you outside. Did I use the room up top? Because I'm suspicious that I didn't. That was the other one that just sent me downstairs. Okay, so I do just have to go back to the top, to the room that had the bed and the bookshelf. I have a bed too. Just making sure we have a strong tabulation of everyone who has beds. Oh, yeah, that's not what I needed. In this door. This is where I want to go. Need to go. In my bones, I can feel it. And I maybe never went through this door. Okay, and the teleportation there has been blocked. I also don't know if this is where I've fallen through the roof before or not. The box appears to be labeled in arcane script, possibly eldritch in origin. Oh wait, no, it's just upside down. It's the best. If you ever wanted to see what you look like with the tip of a stalagmite on your chin, this is your chance. No, yeah, it's just growing out of the sink there. I don't know what's going on there. Thankfully, this toilet only has the normal kinds of holes toilets usually have. 75 experience. It really adds up. That's quite the hole. There's a lot of holes to be impressed by in this home. So, I pushed... This doorway directly goes through there. This one is where I dropped the bookcase through. And you do still end up falling through the floor there. So that has not really changed. Well, I think that is a room that I've been dropped down through before. I don't think it's this one. That potentially goes outside. Is it the sink? Damn it. I bet so many of them end up taking you outside, and I wish I was doing a better job of mentally tracking which ones I could be ignoring. So this one always takes me to this room. This this little side table is the one I want. All right, that was the one I was picturing, but it was not a useful location to go like I had remembered it being, or that I had hoped it would be. That's the room where the bathtub was that we destroyed. So it's actually not even a new room. So I guess I won't really worry about it. Crawl my way past to this table just to remind myself. Can't throw that rock. That's nothing. I have gone through so many holes at this point. I will try this one again. Instant teleportation. Dropped numerous floors. Yep, not looking so hot. There's a door on the other side of where that is taking place. I don't think returning the music box is going to be part of the eventual solution. I don't think. I don't have a ton of reason to like know that with the utmost confidence. Oh my gosh, this is weirdly like the toughest thing I've had to do in this game. Because it is just 100% trial and error? I think? Oh wait, this was a little bit of cheating. I was quite stuck and I just was like, what, am I going to go through the same wormholes 30 more times and just keep going, I thought that would have, it's not where I thought that would have went. It was getting repetitive, so I had to know. You get the rope and you can take it out to the well. The bank, and that's as far as I looked. That's the next step and then we'll go again from there. The bank has likely repossessed the well's rope and is probably working on the rest. Tie the length of rope. It's working well, rope and all. Descend down. There will be more wormholes, I'm guessing. Okay, there's a singular wormhole and not anything I can actually interact with. Opposite side, though, that's promising. Either the Mulros family was scared of something outside or curtains were just too expensive. Pry them off. Which I opened up a bunch of light, which made more portals in this room, I think. Oh, wait. But then they went away. What? Was that meant to happen, that they all go? Huh, what a strange choice to put this bathroom on the ground floor. Shouldn't it be next to the primary bedroom? I don't know, I like it. Why would you suddenly comment on the layout of this house just out of nowhere? I don't understand, man. The lantern on the wall, nothing to be done with that. Oh, so all the wormholes are suddenly gone just from prying the boards off the door? I can't walk across that, but suddenly I can go into rooms, go through doors that take you actually where you would assume that they would. So this will still go to the attic, right? Oh, I interacted with the wrong thing. The ladder. Yep, that's an obvious one. So I can start interacting with things I previously couldn't. Is it just that I changed enough lights? Like, it's confusing. I don't think I did anything that useful. This toilet is so broken that it has been disconnected from the plumbing. Yeah, I guess that's like pretty broken. It's like a regular amount broken. Okay, that's entirely new. Turns out this is a supply closet that has been almost completely stripped of supplies. Almost completely. You have the last few remaining items. It's interesting to see what the actual layout of the house is now that we're going through it, and it doesn't make a lot of sense. Things are in kind of dumb places, aren't they? An upstairs kitchen, like, it's strange. There's a little money stuck to the bottom of these pots. You scrape the meat off into your collection. Well, I don't feel like I achieved anything working my way through this one, but I didn't want to be stuck on it forever either. Quite a fine piece of furniture. The farm must have been doing well before its ruination by meteor and subsequent abandonment. Books on soil science. Again, not where I would have thought it would go. The day stand. The business cards, I've read those. The armoire. Single drawer. And the meteorite, finally at rest. You gingerly pick up the piece of space debris and keep it carefully in the darkest part of your inventory. This little chunk of space rock brims with paranormal potential, opens a wormhole above an enemy and under an anvil somewhere, dealing twice your muscle in physical damage. I can't pick up that rock. I mean, maybe I could, but I don't want to or need to, I guess. Just leave that alone. Yep, the arrangement of anything doesn't make a ton of sense. I could replace the meteorite? Why would I want to do that? This is where you found it. A flag to mark the spot would be customary if a colonist. Replace it, take it. So it's not even like I can re-engage the wormholes or anything. I don't entirely understand. This entire house was kind of a weird one. Kinda unsure about any of that, but I'm done. If you want to go back and survey things, I hope you've surveyed reason and are here to accept my offer. What do you think? What do you think happened to them, by the way? Not for me to survey, I've asked him that. I found your problem. In seminary, we don't believe in problems, only opportunities. But go on. I have the meteorite, the wormholes are gone. I feel like I've heard you say problem before. Yeah, you probably have. Yeah, you must have misheard. I suggest a survey of your ears. I have the meteorite, wormholes are gone. Joyous news! Now the real work can begin. If you can spare the time, I'll be back in a mere moment with my valuation. I can already tell you that the layout of the house is very bad. He chuckles. Really, do you think? Let me be the judge of that. I think I know a little something about surveying. No problem, I'll wait. Whip, ski, herf. The sound of surveying fills the air. And then, my goodness, I was right about this being a horror house, but not in the way I first thought. A kitchen in the on the upper floor with the dining room downstairs, sandwiched between a bathroom and a bedroom, the living room adjacent to the primary bedroom and both connected only by a narrow hallway that requires you pass through a bathroom. Sir, this aesthetic is of the most extreme disorder. The house is rotten at its core. I would value it at 2,000 meat, but the telephone is inoperable. So let's knock that down to 1990. That means 199 meat for you as per our deal. You know, the layout actually works better with the wormholes. I didn't break the telephone. He raises an eyebrow. That's funny. I only said the telephone was inoperable. How would you know it was broken? They're basically the same thing. Fair enough. You know the layout works better. I'll take it. Whatever. I'm going to take it and I'll go do the meteorite thing. I'm looking at the meteorite thing, returning it. He gave me the full amount. That might be the most money any of us see out of this house. I think the bank will flip it into a quarry, but that seems like a Norm Macdonald joke. It's such an absurd, hard right, and I can just picture the delivery. But it's been a pleasure to do business with you. I hope I'll survey you in the future. I valued the bug on your lens. Yeah, we already talked about that, and I guess there's nothing more to be added. He's so happy now. He's having a great time. Well, I'll survey you later, man. Right back at ya. So then that means I need to go to Oskaloosa, which I believe is the woman who is just inside of the feed store. Even you, good king, must nap from time to time. A burnt-out truck cab in a ditch looks like an ideal spot. Thanks for calling me king. But you awake in the dirt, limbs stretched and tied by a bunch of puckwudgies. A trap! Ropes be damned. Clobber these guys. I do think it's a specialty of mine. I'm quite the clobberer, as is established by my heaps of peaches. I guess it's a cobbler, not clobberer. It's fine. Not every attempt at a pun on the spot is gonna work out. Nobody can tie you down. You are terrified of commitment. A medicine bag, a poison vial, and the other hat. I've seen lots of these hats. Oskaloosa, I have your stuff. I didn't mean to walk into the room. You enter the darkened back room. A man is standing behind a desk, poring over a messy array of books and maps. He looks up and glares at you as you enter. I just wanted to wrap up other quests before doing this. Who the devil are you? Hi, I'm Graeme of the Valley. Okay, but the implied second half of the question was, what the hell are you doing in my office? I don't actually know, but the people outside let me in? Well, if they vetted you, you must be okay. Name's Jasper. You signing on to help with our mission? Well, what mission is that? We're blowing up Hellstrom's oil refinery. That's what? Oh, wow. That's quite the task. Been by their place. I don't need the whole meteorite. I'm no space hog, just a little piece. Well, here's the entire thing. God, I'm bad at whistling. I can do it sometimes. I think my mouth is just dry right now. Normally I can do it better than that. That was truly nothing. Humbling, ain't it, to hold the soil of heaven in our hands. Now, you heard me say I wasn't a space hog, and I stick by that. A little piece is all I need. She tears off a chunk of the meteorite with her teeth and hands it back to you. Can you teach me how to do that? Oskaloosa spits out a tooth. Never mind. Her puzzle box. She gives you this complicated task to perform as a reward for performing her complicated task for her. Increases mysticality by your muscle once per fight. That seems really great, actually. Can really juice up your stats with that, and I do mysticality damage. Solved that, by the way. I reckon now that there's not a jail on Earth that can hold me. Do yourself a favor and figure out how it works. My way of saying thanks. I guess you're welcome. So, this would replace this, which deals Moxie and Sleaze to everyone and sets them on fire. It's very strong. It's very strong. Versus adding 6 muscle to my mysticality. Like, I'm going to stick with the one I've already got. Now I can carry on to here. A bench covered with dangerous-looking hardware. It seems that Jasper isn't screwing around. Yeah, it's just the usual hardware thing. Must be Jasper's cat. Abby. Why'd you name her twice? Because I don't let society tell me what to do. I admire this man. Gotcha. Well, can I pet them? No, not yet. I have to solve some issues first. Jasper has quite a collection of subversive literature here. Peruse it. You look through the titles until you find the appropriate sort of anarchy for your abilities. You figured he'd want you to steal it. Anarchy through spirituality. This book was written by an eco-terrorist as she drifted into a middle-aged flower child phase. Gather cheese chi. Your next mysticality attack does 2 times damage. Just literally like the very next one. Yeah, gather cheese chi. It is chi. Not cheese though. You read the book ignoring the dated cultural references and learn some newfangled hippie meditation techniques. There's an appendix in the back that contains additional mantras, if you've got the patience to memorize them. If you do, it'll increase your mysticality by 3. Become one with them. You add hundreds of mantras to what you unironically refer to as your arsenal of peace. Gather cheese chi has been upgraded. Unfortunately, the last mantra you memorized apparently took up the mind space you were using to keep track of the book, and you misplaced it. Mani Padma Hum, which is supposed to be like a mantra of its own. It's a map of Gray County with a bunch of different locations marked in various ways. Is it like recognizably? It's basically the same thing. The AARP, this poster looks out of place. What does that stand for? Ooh, Association of Anarchists, Rebels, and Pirates. He seems like an interesting fellow. He's poring over his mission plans. What's our mission status, Jasper? Iola says she's ready to deal with the guard out front. Wendelin's all set to spring the gate. Xenia's armed and dangerous. Well, only a little more dangerous than usual, I guess. Oskaloosa is confident she can get into the inner sanctum. Grover's got Big Betty ready to blow. Farina says the getaway car is good to go. I guess we're as ready as we're ever going to be. Let's start the mission. Let's do this. All right then, here goes nothing. I think you mean, here goes everything. You kids and your enthusiasm. Don't get so fired up you burn yourself out. Whatever, let's go. What are we doing? He's doing a big heist. Do I want to be a part of a big heist? Is at the homestead here? We've never gone there, so I don't know. I kind of want to check it out. The Demon Theater Troupe prances into your path. We must have more meat if we are to stage 11th Night, Sirrah. What happened to the meat I gave you? We are paying Charlie Chaplin to direct. The tramp costs a little fortune. I will support the arts again. We will see where this goes. You're truly a patron of the arts. Break a leg. I have a lot of meat. I'm hoping you don't scam me or, leave me hanging. There's nothing left of this house but charcoal and foundation. Start a cosmetics company. Sadly, it's not that kind of foundation. The mailbox says, Papusasku. And inside, we have junk mail and old insurance company letter. A yellowed envelope from an insurance company based on your previous experiences. You expect that it is exactly as confusing as it is boring. You can't open it because you don't have a letter opener. I know it's frustrating, but you have to admit that the logic behind it is sound. Yeah, but it's breaking my brain. Where the hell am I supposed to get one? The truck isn't as destroyed as the house, but it's still plenty destroyed. The door is locked, and the keyhole is rusted so badly as to be completely useless. You'll need to find a way to jimmy the lock if you want to get in there. I have a coat hanger. You manage to jimmy the lock open, unfortunately destroying the coat hanger in the process. Oh, my poor coat will just lay in a hump on my floor then. You find a pair of pants in the glove compartment and a pair of gloves in the pants compartment. Farmer's pants. These thick work pants are sure to protect you from whatever dangers you encounter in the dell. What was the base of these pants? Was it just their maximum AP or something like that? I've added a lot of things to those pants. And the gloves. They didn't look at the gloves. They are an accessory. They are as thick as the calluses you'd have if you didn't wear these gloves. They add physical armor. This oil drill is taking a break from despoiling the earth. And the door in this trailer says property of Hellco Oil Conglomerate. Keep out. Want to hit the road and see if you can find some other wrecked homestead? No need to be so bleak, but yes, I wanted to see if I could pull those cinder blocks out. Keeping inside. The desk is neatly organized. There's a hellco logbook on it. The logbook is full of meticulous records written in meticulous handwriting. The whole scene is so meticulous that meticulous doesn't even seem like a word anymore. Once per day. So the 5th? Oh boy, it's my first day as a drilling site supervisor, and I can't wait to prove myself. I'm going to work hard to establish myself as a real up-and-comer, and then once my career is secure, maybe I'll have the confidence to pop the question to Clara. You know, the marriage question. Anyway, the crew has the derrick set up, and they're turning the drill on tomorrow morning. Seems like former owners of the house have cleared out already. They yelled a lot of angry-sounding foreign words at us yesterday, but they were gone when I got here this morning. I feel kind of bad about it, but that's progress. So if I were to read the next entry in the book, is it going to carry that up? Like, was there more to that single entry? Inside the trailer, there's a locker. Inside the locker, there's a blazer. And in the pocket of the blazer, there's a ring. I guess this gag doesn't go as deep as you'd hoped it would. An engagement ring. A fancy diamond engagement ring you found in a blazer in a locker in a trailer. It's too small for you to wear, even on your pinky. An expensive and expansive tool chest. Unsurprisingly, tools, disposable ratchet, and the 11-in-1 oil, and a workbench. We've seen that sort of stuff before. So, if I keep reading from there, so we started drilling, If I look at the book and start on entry 2, yeah, okay, so I will progress through the full story. So we started drilling and hit a big air pocket near the surface. Is hit the right word? Can you hit air? Anyway, it's probably just a random little cave. We lowered a couple guys down with lamps to check it out. In unrelated news, I heard a big explosion from just west of here. I checked the map, and whatever's out there, it's not a hellco facility. I guess I'll just have to read about it in the paper tomorrow. Is this guy's entire world just gonna come raining down around him, just utter catastrophe? Turns out the cave we drilled into is an old gold mine. Wow. Go figure. When we strike oil, it'll be a black gold mine. I should write that down. Oh wait, I just did. Anyways, we can't find any record of it in the geological surveys, and we can't find the entrance either. I guess it must have caved in years ago. I set the crew to digging a proper shaft down. They're starting in the root cellar of the house because it's slightly lower than the ground level, and they get paid by the hour, not the foot. One of the crewmen was trying to get a closer look at some magazines he found hidden in the attic of the house, and the carbide lamp on his helmet started a fire that torched the whole place. Nobody was hurt, fortunately. What a mark on my record that would have been. After the fire went out, we cleared a path down to the shaft and put a trapdoor over it to keep the ashes and the rubble out of the mine. New orders from above. Baron Hellstrom wants us to reconnoiter the mine? I guess that makes sense. If there's any gold left in there, then hey, free gold. But every time somebody goes exploring away from the ladder, they come back all pale and sickly looking and freak out when they see the sun. You just can't help find good help these days. Guess I'll have to do it myself. It can wait till Monday, though. It can wait, yeah. It's just like vampires, I guess. Had a really nice weekend, super relaxing. I really needed that. Went on a date with Clara and had a great time. I think maybe she was hinting about getting married too. Oh geez, what am I thinking? This is a company logbook, not my diary. Anyway, oh yeah, I completely forgot. Anyway, it's time for me to go see what's in the old mine. Back from the mine, it wasn't so bad down there. I don't get why the crewmen acted so weird. It's nice and dark down there, not all the bright like it is up here all the time. It really is giving me a headache, to be honest. I made some friends down there too. Great guys. They really understand me. I think I'll knock off early and see if Clara's home. I just can't get her rosy pink cheeks out of my mind. So he went down there and vampired her up real good. Terrible, terrible end to that story. I'm sorry to have heard it. Look for the trap door. Well, this will be a whole other thing that I'm opening myself up to, like a whole other adventure. Or, you know, just the next start of an existing adventure. Oh, I never went to the old ham mill either. And I don't even remember where have I not gone that I would be conducting the big heist that Jasper's planning. I genuinely don't even remember anymore. Oh, I still got the doctoring evidence. Well, I have some pretty clear next steps here. I'm going to head down into that cellar, go beat up some vampires, presumably. Maybe help those two unite and get married. I'll give them their engagement ring and they can live down there forever. I don't care. And then I'll go do a heist. Plenty of good things. And then I'll go to a ham mill, I guess, and just eat a bounty of ham. That sounds like a pretty good deal to me. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.